Okay, good afternoon everyone who has took out time to join us today at our IGTV. Today we have our very special guest from Palwal. Please welcome Miss Arpita Yadav.
Hi, everyone.
Please welcome Miss Arpita Yadav, who's handling Shorty Foundation Trust since decades now, and she is the person responsible at all the well-being taking place at Shorty Foundation Trust in Palwal. A huge round of applause for Miss Yadav, please.
Thank you.
Over to you, ma'am. Please tell us something about yourself. Ma'am, please tell us something about yourself and your journey.
Hello everyone, this is Arpita Yadav and I'm working in the sector since last 20 years, since my son took birth. He's a young man with special need. He's now 21-year old, and since then I'm on this journey. I did my special ed after that. And I am associated with Shaurya Foundation Trust. I think from its inception itself, yes, but as a professional, in a professional capacity, I joined Shaurya Foundation Trust 2 years back. And here in Palwal, we are working with the young adults with neurological challenges. And our aim is to create a ecosystem where everybody and anybody can learn and work and learn and earn. So the focus is to create a society where everybody has a valued role, where they can strive towards the betterment or quality of life.
Lovely, lovely. I think that's the beautiful element about the vision of this foundation, that apart from educating the kids, they're also working on their employment path.
Yes.
So, ma'am, what is your say on the social role valorization as a stepping stone towards good things in life for people with diverse needs?
See, basically, what we are focusing at, it's actually you, me, or anybody who has some respect, who earn respect. They earn respect because of what kind of a role they are, playing in the society. The role of any person, and we all play multiple roles. हम दिन में पता नहीं कितने रोल्स निभाते हैं और हर रोल्स में से वेरी इजीली इधर से उधर स्विच ऑफ स्विच ऑन होते रहते हैं. So here I am a director of independent living programs, as well as I am a colleague, I am a boss, I am a subordinate, I am a planner, management person, all those things. So many roles I am playing in one role even. Right? And I am a mother, I am a daughter, I may be sister, I am a worshipper. We all have multiple roles if we divide into our life. So role can be work-oriented, home-oriented, entertainment-oriented. We play multiple roles throughout. In 24 hours, we go through many roles. We switch in and switch out. We switch in and switch out. The respect from the society we earn majorly because of our professional role. Right? Because that professional role gives us an identity. And an identity of a contributing member towards the society. In India, still a homemaker does not get that kind of a identity or that kind of a respect which they deserve.
That's true.
That is a 24/7 job, but they don't get because that is not giving a professional tag to them. Also, not creating any economic outcome of it from that. So that's why the homemaker's role still is not that valued as any other professional role, right? So when we own a professional role, we get more value from the society. We looked upon from the society.
Right.
And that is where we are working and striving towards to create such roles for our young adults with disabilities, because they don't have such roles. If you ask any parent or anybody what is the role of your child, son or daughter, first of all, the first and foremost thing that we should look, even parent and society, we doesn't look them as an adult even. Forget about, we never assume that they are in an adult role. We call them bacha.
Correct, correct. That's
we look them as a child. They are not child anymore. After 2021, they are adults. After 18, they are adults like any other adult.
Yes,
but we don't look them as an adult, and we look them as a child. So the role they play is a child's role.
Correct.
So they will not get value for that role. So there, here in Shaurya Foundation Trust in ILP program, in this independent living program, which is a 24/7 program.
Correct.
The whole focus is on that they are the adults.
Right.
And they have a say. They have a right to exercise their wish, their desires, their dreams, to fulfill that, and to have an economic empowerment, and to also work and earn.
Correct, correct. That's so true, ma'am. And also, how well does it resonate with the vision of Shaurya Foundation? What activities and what forms are we supporting employment? And what are the kids here basically doing for self-sufficiency?
I'm sorry, I'm going to correct you here. They are not kids anymore. They are the adults.
Yes, of course, adults, of course, ma'am.
So our day begin at 6 a.m. in the morning. No matter what, whether it's a cold day or a hot day. So we start our morning routines at 6, and that day, from there only the training begins. The training related to oneself. That how should I take bath? To how should I get dressed? And to how should I eat? So from there the training begins. And then 9:30 onwards our vocational programs begins, where the training and work, on-job training or work, all three sections are working, where some students are on a training, some students are OJT, on-job training, and some students are already on work. So they all start going to their respective training places within the building, and here they do a lot of work. So our art center is there, where they produce handicrafts through art. Then we have sous chef, where they do all kitchen itself for our kitchen. Is due to COVID not right now shut, but we are going to open soon. As soon as this COVID issue is over, we are hoping to open it soon. So the cafe kitchen will be run by those chef workers.
That's lovely, ma'am. That's a beautiful.
And then we have a computer program where they create posts, they create posters, they create social media posts, they do the newsletter work. They write or they create the newsletter content, typed, design, and all those things they do. And they also do the stocks and data entry work. So all these work goes to them. Then we have a production unit for LED assembly, LED bulb assembling unit, an LED bulb unit which works in afternoon, and they do that work there. Then we have a packaging unit, where we are right now they are doing the packaging for edible holy colors. We can anybody wants to buy those colors from they can order us. These are the packaging unit where they are learning weighing, measuring, packing in a different kind of boxes or bags. So that is what they are learning. So all these work are going on right now. Bakery,
Right.
yes, we are yet to open again our bakery. Our bakery in Delhi center is working, but here, because low orders due to, again due to COVID, we have
Mm-hmm.
not opened our bakery here yet, but we will soon open our bakery work also here. So all these
That's
work are going
lovely.
on. Other than that, evening may they do the all social skills, theater, dance,
Mm-hmm.
music, social fun games. See, when you go to a party, you see people playing housey, you see playing people musical chair, passing the pass. A number of games you, me, and everybody has played
Right.
Antakshari as well,
Right.
right? But my students never get that kind of opportunity to play in these games. They even don't know how to play. And right, we
Correct.
have modified the housey here.
Mm-hmm.
We can change
How is
it.
that?
So there are students who knows numbers, but till 20 or maybe 30 or 50,
Mm-hmm.
right? So my general housing has a number till 99. They will not be able to play. So we have created the big size
Right.
cards
Right.
for them within those 30 or 40 numbers, right? That is one thing.
Wow.
Or we also did
That's
the
so
color coding.
beautiful.
So the kind of a color
Okay.
token I am
Okay.
showing, they will have to cut that number. So
Right.
this is how we can modify the games. So we are teaching them all these games also. They are enjoying like anything. So and last year, last year when we begin our in 2020, the 2020
Mm-hmm.
December 31st, we did New Year Eve celebration, and you won't believe till 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh
They
my
all
God.
danced and did the party,
That
eat and
sounds
all,
so much fun.
like any other young boys crowd. They did
That's
everything.
so beautiful.
Why they
I'm
did
sure you
this?
must be.
Because they are part of the
Mm-hmm.
society. So
Exactly.
that is the so-called normal thing in the society. Why they should not get the opportunity to do the
Correct.
same?
Correct.
So we are doing everything which is true for.
Correct. Correct. And how? What are your views on inclusive education?
See, what is inclusive education? Um, in schools, yes, lot of things are happening in the name of inclusion. People are open, schools are open, but there is a deadlock after a certain period of time.
Right.
So when
Right.
the student, when the student with any neurological challenge is not able to move beyond,
Right. Right. Right.
and then after that, that is the gap which we are trying to fill, where we are creating inclusive spaces here also. So our work, so for example, I give you the example of a cafe. So cafe is
Mm-hmm.
not only going to run by my special need fraternity. That
Right.
will be an inclusive space.
Right.
Some people who are neurotypical will also be working along with the neurologically different people, right? So that is the inclusive space. So after education, a lot of things are happening, but yes, there is a big gap after education. एंड
Mm-hmm.
अगर एजुकेशन में इंक्लूजन में जाने के बाद फिर से वो अपने घटोस में सेग्रीगेटेड स्पेसिस में अगर उनको रखना ही है so what is the use of that inclusive education?
Exactly.
It means
Exactly.
it should go beyond, and one should look at the life of the person with disability as a whole life in a wholesome manner. So the person should not be compartmentalized, so
Correct.
any like in any other person, they have aspirations, they have dreams, they they want to earn, they want to do something, and which is outcome oriented. So I'm going to share one beautiful example of last semester when
Yes,
my
please, ma'am.
two
Right.
students were going home and they have completed their on job training and they got some remuneration
Mm-hmm.
for that. The one of them
Okay.
has put it in the locker in his house, and he said, I am collecting this money for my Fortuner. I will buy the Fortuner. And this time the transition was right. So, and this time the transition for him was so smooth because he had something to look forward.
Exactly.
He find himself in a valued role. His image in his own eyes has changed. His competency skills have risen from where he was and where he is today.
Correct.
So he is a role model, right? So these are the small steps, but these are very great and important step. And see the kind of the image.
The example you quoted.
Yeah. Yes. See, if I have respect for myself, you know, then I can do better work. In our society, our young adults doesn't get that respect neither from outside nor from family. What happens? Their self-image goes down, and they themselves
truly, ma'am,
doesn't have that image for themselves now after that, because they also lost that self-confidence. Once they get it back, they push their boundaries like anything.
That's right.
They themselves push their boundaries.
It is indeed a life-changing example. What suggestions can you give to the parents that are here who can work,
have faith,
who can do the work in terms of building the self-image of the child in particular?
So first thing, that they should have faith and trust that he can do. See, parents have to change their mind shift from can't do to can do.
Exactly.
Stop thinking they cannot do. Start thinking they can do. Whatever wildest dream you want to put it there, and start working for them.
That's so beautiful.
So once you say that he can do, he will do.
Right.
Or she can do, she will do.
Correct. I think half of the battle is won once you have your mindset sorted. And a lot of parents, I see, they are lacking this particular mindset. But we here at Shore, we look forward to building the mindset and creating a better self-image for the child. Ma'am, I want you to please give some suggestions in terms of how parents can further motivate the child at home while they are at their places in terms of making them self-sufficient and having a better future for themselves.
Acknowledge their efforts first. होता क्या है साक्षी की जब we look at the person, we should look at them holistically. So उसने 10 चीज गलत करी पर 2 चीज अच्छी करी.
Right.
What we do, we keep talking about those galat and 10 wrong things rather than to talk about 2 positive things.
Right.
So start working towards talking about or acknowledging about those 2 things, and then those 2 things can be 4, 8, 12, 16, because that praise and that acceptance and that acknowledgement gives that person a sense of achievement. So अगर मैंने सपोज खाना बनाया और खाने बनाने में एक दिन नमक ज्यादा हो गया और मैं 10 दिन तक उसके लिए सुनती रहूं, तो मेरा तो मोटिवेशन डाउन हो जाएगा खाना बनाने का. पर अगर मैंने कहा कि अगर मेरे को ये बोला गया कि आपने बहुत अच्छा एफर्ट किया है, बस अगली बार इसमें इतना सा नमक कम कर देना तो और अच्छा बनेगा, मेरा मोटिवेशन डबल हो जाता है.
Exactly.
Right? So that how we are doing. दूसरा, stop hovering over the child or your son or daughter. Don't be a helicopter parent 24/7, especially the young adults. Treat them like any other young adult. How you feel if your mother is hovering up on you? You will not like it. You want your space.
That gets annoying, yes.
Yes, so that is annoying for any other child. And तीसरा कि can do or can't do की बात है कि the moment you see कि your son or daughter is getting stuck somewhere and he is putting lot of efforts, we as parents what we यार इसको बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, चलो मैं हेल्प कर देती हूँ. Stop. Stop there. Let him go through that journey.
Right, right.
He will figure out until unless he is not coming to you to ask for the help.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I remember a very beautiful example from my own life, how I learned swimming. I was very small and I would always fear to go into the deep. So my swimming instructor, what he did, he just threw me into the pool and I had to help myself. And I was struggling for a year to learn swimming, and in that moment itself, I learned how to swim because I was trying to save myself and there was nobody to help me. So that's how I learned swimming.
So another example I have, I'm not one, even many examples, but I'm quoting one or two examples here. Yes, so one of my students who we counted as a, who is affected severely with the autism or disability.
Right.
So always looked upon like ये तो नहीं कर सकता.
Right.
This was his image. ये तो नहीं सीख सकता ये चीज. But that person, मतलब वो मेरा स्टार है इस समय, मैं उसे इतना स्टार मानती हूँ अपने यहाँ की सक्सेस का. सो वो मेरा स्टूडेंट, उसने प्रूव कर दिया सब कुछ रॉन्ग. और द वे ही स्टार्टेड, नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन है बट वेरी प्रिसाइज क्लियर कम्युनिकेशन ही इज डूइंग, इवन विद नॉन वर्बल विद हिज, मतलब जो आप ऑप्शन दे रहे हो उसमें वो बहुत प्रिसाइज कम्युनिकेशन कर रहा है एंड एक्सप्रेस कर रहा है अपनी हर नीड और हर डिमांड को in a very adult appropriate manner. But that happens only when, because we gave him opportunity to express himself.
Right.
घर में होता था कि ये assume कर लिया जाता था, अरे इसको भूख लग रही होगी तो इसको खाना दे दो.
Correct.
अरे उसे गर्मी लग रही होगी पंखा चला दो, एसी चला दो. अरे उसे ठंड लग रही होगी हीटर चला दो. Here we stop doing all those things.
Right.
If you are feeling hot, go and switch on the fan. Why should you are getting frustrated because of that? You are feeling hot, go and switch on the fan.
Right.
So these are the small things which generally parent does at home, families does at home, helpers does at home, without realizing that this is not helping the person.
Exactly.
Right? So another example from my son I am giving, that one night he went to the washroom and he may have dribbled some drops and his pant may get wet. And I was watching. I awake, but I was just watching. I didn't do anything. He went to his almirah. He took out another cloth. He took out उसने अपने वो गीले कपड़े हटाए and he started wearing that, and that was inside out. Half an hour he struggled to make it correct, but I was like, मैं जगी हुई थी पर मैंने ऐसे pretend किया जैसे मैं सो रही हूँ.
Right.
And he did it finally, and he wore it. And next time it took him only 10 minutes. उसके अगली बार उसे उतना भी टाइम नहीं मिला लगा. So वो आधे घंटे के स्ट्रगल में थोड़ी सी बेचैनी हो रही थी अंदर एज ए पेरेंट. हेल्प कर दो, ठंड हो रही है, परेशान हो रहा है, नींद में है. But then I realized कि अगर if I will do this, he will never learn. वो फिर मुझे ही आके जगाएगा. So ये छोटी छोटी चीजें होती हैं जहाँ हमें अपने आप को कंट्रोल करना एज ए पेरेंट बहुत जरूरी होता है, एंड मौका देना होता है सीखने के लिए. So ये कहा भी जैसे you said कि my swimmer coach threw you out in the deep side of the pool and you learned. So same is happening with our students. The more you push their boundaries, the more they will learn, and they can do everything the way we can do. As we say, we can do everything, but we can't do everything. We are interdependent.
Exactly.
Right. So same is true. Yes, same is the truth with them.
Right.
The way we can do everything, in those parameters, they also can do everything.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Beautifully put, ma'am.
So जैसे हम interdependent है, ऐसे वो भी interdependent है. बहुत सिंपल सा है, जितनी सपोर्ट सिस्टम मुझे चाहिए मेरा घर रन करने के लिए, उतना सपोर्ट सिस्टम मेरे किसी भी स्टूडेंट, मेरे किसी भी ट्रेनिंग को चाहिए अपना हाउस होल्ड रन करने के लिए.
राइट,
नथिंग इज डिफरेंट. थोड़ा ज्यादा थोड़ा कम होता है, बस दैट्स इट.
Correct. Right, ma'am. Ma'am, I want you to give your message to all the parents here who have joined us today. What is your last message to all the parents who have joined us?
Last message is that पहली बात तो ये कि don't try to be part of the herd thing कि मेरा उस XYZ बच्चे के इतने ग्रेड्स आए तो मेरे इतने ग्रेड्स आए, चाहे आपका बच्चा विद डिसेबिलिटी है विदाउट डिसेबिलिटी है. First look at what his likings, what his choices, what he wants to aspire for, and then start working towards his strength. And simultaneously उसकी weaknesses को overcome करने की कोशिश करिए. And don't be a helicopter parent. Give a lot of opportunity to your child. The child will definitely grow better and better and better. Push the boundaries as much as you can. If you can't do much, take support from professionals. Take support from people who are working in the sector. They will help you. But never ever underestimate the strength and abilities of your son or daughters. They also have the potential, just they need the opportunities.
Right. Beautifully put, ma'am. Thank you so much for your giving me jitters as a person, and I'm sure our audiences loved your presence here. It was very motivating to be with you today, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking out time.
Thank you, Sakshi, for this chat. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.